உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்சவங்களோட பிடிச்ச நாட்டை சுத்தி பார்க்கணுமா? தமிழ்நாட்டின் நம்பர் 1 டூரிசம் கம்பெனி GT Holidays. கால் பண்ணுங்க 9940882200.
கனடாவில் குடியுரிமை பெறவும், ஸ்டூடெண்ட் விசா, பிசினஸ் விசா பெறவும் நீங்கள் அணுக வேண்டிய இடம் கேன்நெக்ஸ்ட். உங்களுக்கான மிக சரியான விசாவை கண்டறிய mktg.t.talkies தொடர்பு கொள்ளுங்கள். தமிழிலே பேசி சேவைகளை பெறலாம். கேன்நெக்ஸ்ட் கன்னடிய அரசால் அங்கீகரிக்கப்பட்ட ஒரு நிறுவனம். வாடிக்கையாளர்களுக்கு IELTS கோச்சிங் முற்றிலும் இலவசம். சாய் வித் சித்ரா.
You regularly watch films?
Okay, sir, I don't watch films.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't watch films. I spend a lot of time reading stuff. I watch a lot of documentaries. I don't watch fiction. I don't watch, I have not even watched too many of my own films.
Oh.
Very few films I have watched. I've watched films that are very far from me. You know, not very far from me. Some Hollywood films, some French films, films which are very far from me. But close by films, I don't know. I've watched a few. That's what I'm saying, that today I'm very excited. I'm going to watch Beast. And I just want to capture the atmosphere. You know, when I started vlogging, there's something very interesting happened for me. I discovered that I got an opportunity to tell people the things that I really enjoy. And what do I enjoy? I enjoy chatting with people. I enjoy eating with people.
Yes.
I enjoy seeing the world from their eyes. Okay?
I have seen some of your vlogs. It's quite interesting, no doubt.
Thank you, thank you.
Your tour in Kerala, your tour in Tamil Nadu, everything is very, very, very good, very interesting.
Because for me, sir, you know, everybody is trying to create a big story. They are trying to show that we are in Maldives. They are trying to show we are in Lamborghini. I got a Lamborghini, and then people are in. So everybody feels that till I get the Lamborghini, I can be unhappy. Till I go to that amazing destination, I'm unhappy. What I'm trying to tell through my vlogs, and which I believe in, is that the amazing is in this moment. You know, the extraordinary is in this dress which has no company written on it. Okay? Okay, just can you be and be amazing in that? And so I believe in inspired living. As I told you that today I'm meeting you for the first time, sir. But as I was chatting with you, I could get your commitment towards your work. You know, and that's what inspires me. And this is something which inspires me because I'm going to learn something from it. I'm going to take away something. I'm going to be a better person today than I was yesterday. So let us not create aspirations. You know, we are 100 crores, 300 crores. With what you have. While you are having that Ramaseri idli, or that breakfast at Rayar's, or that biryani there, can you enjoy this moment with what you have? Or the Taira Sadam you are having at home. Can you enjoy that? And that's what I'm enjoying and sharing with people.
You have acted as a powerful villain in a lot of films.
Yes, sir.
Who is your favorite villain?
I'll tell you who are my favorite actors. Raghuvaran sir is definitely, yes.
Great.
I love Prakash Raj. What an amazing actor he is. He's done quite a few, so many. If I look worldwide, then Dustin Hoffman really inspires me. De Niro is my absolute favorite. Robert De Niro, and the way he performs, the way he holds a character. It could be anything. Jack Nicholson with his madness inspires me. So yeah, different people, different characters, they inspire me, yes.
Which Raghuvaran film inspired you very much?
I could talk of many, but at least one which... Shiva. He was there in Shiva, right?
Yes.
That performance, that scare. I was introduced to him from Shiva when he kind of came in that thing, his baritone, his eyes, and how he would just carry himself. So, yeah, but also what happens is over the years, there need not have been a single film which inspires, but you look at the character, you look at
That's
the
right.
graph
That's right.
of an actor, and you say, "Wow, see, you need to be a little crazy, when you're an actor." And I think that's what I love about Jack Nicholson, that craziness that he brings to his performances, and a bit of that is in him, which comes out, and so yeah, I find that interesting.
When a director describes about your role, how will you get prepared for that role?
So this is an interesting one, sir. I've discovered that when you want to do many different roles, as an actor, you have a limited way of thinking. You may be very experienced, but still, so I may have that much experience, then that much experience, but still it is this much, okay? All this is not there. So what a director does is that the director thinks for you. The director is thinking for you. So over the years, I have noticed I enjoy being sculpted by a director.
Oh,
So I come as a raw stone, okay, and I have my I have in a particular way, but the rest of it. So I'll kind of come and say that now the director say, "Can we try this? Can we do this?" Now I'm allowing that director to sculpt me, make the changes. And the best part is when you can allow to do that, people will say, "Oh, that was different, yeah." Because you allowed a new director, and it could be a first-time director. It could be a guy who's done 30 films. But when you allow somebody else to sculpt you, something interesting happens, and I enjoy that.
directors handling the actors of different ways.
Yeah,
Certain directors will teach you and act what they want.
yeah.
Certain directors will allow you to act, and then they will just suggest you some of the corrections. What is the way you like?
The second one, sir, obviously, that you like, you want some freedom, and you understand. And once you do it, then the director says, "Can we have this? Can we have this? Oh, you can do that." That's always welcome. When the director takes you in for your talent, for your abilities, and then improves it. Though at times I have met in my career, earlier career definitely, some people who will want to teach you how to act, and that's also open. But I'll tell you a funny incident. So some years back, I was doing this film. So I will not even name the language, otherwise they will find out. But I'll tell you what we did. This is a joke.
Something like Kissu Kissu State.
Okay. So what happened is that the director, I walk into a set. First of all, he's called me. "I want you for this role." I said, "Fantastic, interesting role. I come to do it." And suddenly, in front of the unit, it says, "Ashish Vidyarthi, you're a national award-winning actor." So suddenly, he's saying in front of me, I said, "Yes, sir. I'm a national award-winning director." I said, "Sir, in this film, you will not do what you do. You will do what I want you to do." So I'm suddenly seeing what is happening. So I don't like argument. I said, "Surely, sir, absolutely. So I will tell you what to do, and then you will do it." Now people around me are looking at me, what's happening? So I said, "Now I have signed the film. At least 32 days I'm going to shoot with him. Okay, I'm not going to struggle." So I said, "Absolutely right." So he said, "Now," picked up the thing, da-da-da-da. And he said, "I want you to do this." I said, "Fantastic, sir." I sat here. I said, "Sir, do it once more." Do it once. I said, "Friend." Then I did it. Very good. Superb. Next shot comes. He takes the scene. Okay. Now I will, again. So you will do like this. I said, "Once more, sir." This thing. I said, "Thank you, sir." I said, "Now I do that shot." Third shot, the scene comes. I said, "Sir, please do it once." No, you have understood. I said, "No, sir, I want you to do it." So that entire day, I made him do the thing. And then I would say, "Sir, once more, sir, you just once more show it." So he would once more show.
You made him tired.
And then by the lunchtime, he'll say, "Ashish, now you got the character, okay?" So now you got it. I said, "Thank you, sir." So, this is right at the beginning of my career. Now, if I'd fought with him, I said, "You show me what to do, I'll do it."
Super.
Because what the funny thing also happens, that remember, acting is something which is everybody likes to do. So some directors, and there are not many, sir. To be honest, there are not many. I've met many directors who are very clear what they want, but they won't enact you and show it. They will just tell you, "Don't do this." Now you may struggle, "Arey sir, this is like," no, I want you to, I love that because they're pushing you.
Yes.
They're pushing you. But certain directors who actually want to be actors, so they act. So best is don't resist, ask them to do it, 5 times, 10 times, and then they will say, you got the character.
Which one is the critical moment in your career, you will say?
So many critical moments. So for an actor, there is, at one end is the artistic journey. The other end is the monetary journey.
Correct.
Okay, we should never forget that. And sometimes we actors don't mention it. So many people ask that, why do you choose a role? Then people say, I choose the role because of the layers. I choose the role because of the director. Actors don't say we do it for the money. We feel very odd. But we have to bring food onto the table, or we want to, have money to do things. So we do it for money. So initially, very clearly, it was about just making sure that you can get food on the table. Okay, very clearly. Over a period of time, it has now become something about how you want to live your life, what you want to express through your characters. So thankfully, I have reached a very interesting stage where I'm choosing to do some interesting stuff. And I very respectfully tell my dear directors and writers, I say, listen, I have a lot of roles left in me. You've asked me to do certain roles, I've probably done it well. But now, allow me to do some central roles in which I can do some, that amazing thing. So I think I have retained that hunger. So a critical part for me is, of course, the point at which I had to do to pay the rent, to the point that I had to do to pay the fees, to the point that I want to do work which allows me to express myself as an actor. And that is a lifelong quest, sir. So when you keep looking and you look at each role and you say, wow, I would love to do another amazing role. So I think that passion keeps me alive and it keeps me going each day.
In Tamil, you have worked with one another fantastic actor was Danush.
Yes. Uttam Putran. Yes.
And Anegan also you did.
Anegan, yes.
How was that?
Again, till this one moment, he's just somebody who's standing and suddenly he just comes in. It's not like somebody, he just kind of just comes
Very
there,
casual.
And tatak, when that moment comes, something happens. So, over the years I've discovered that in performance there's something called electricity. When something happens. And that is very deep inside. You can't create it, you can't make it. It is there or not there. And Danush has that. That just the moment he that smile of him, I still recall, that something happens. And so I have very fond memories. I think we're shooting in we're shooting in Palani.
That Uttama Putran.
Yeah, I was shooting in Palani, and that was an amazing memory. That entire location and the journey, it was lovely. And the distance we could see those large, those wheels, what are they called? The solar, the hydel, where they generate electricity with those fans.
Yes.
And that entire thing, outside as you step out, there's that thing, Amazing memories, sir. You're bringing them back. Thank you.
Did you get the chance to see some of his recent films like Kasuran, Karnan and all?
Sir, as I told you, I don't.
You are not.
Even these films that I've worked in, I've seen only in bits and parts, sir. Yes.
You have worked in so many languages.
Yeah.
If I am right, you have worked in 11 languages.
That's right.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But you are familiar only with 3 languages, that is one Bengali, one Hindi and English.
Yes, sir.
How you manage all these other languages and in which language you are comfortable?
So I'll share an interesting anecdote. So as when you work in a different language and you don't know the language, say, I would suddenly ask, sorry, what do you call water? So, if you know English, you'll say it's water here. If you know Hindi, you'll say pani here. Tamil, you'll say tani here. But when you're starting, you don't know any of the words. So what I mean to give an example that I would just ask very simple word meanings, And people say, "Arey yaar, what is he asking? Doesn't even know this." But I come from a different culture, So when I moved to different cultures, I had to learn from basic. But again, there was a generosity of my co-actors. Okay, generosity of the directors who allowed me to kind of grow. So a funny thing happened. A few years later, I remember there was this wonderful Telugu actor that I had done many films with him. He and I were doing a Kannada film. So he comes to me on date. I joined, he had joined 5 days before that. I walk in, he comes and he hugs me. He says, "Sir," I said, "What happened?" He said, "Sir, now I know how you are struggling with that language. Now I understand your struggle." I said, "Listen, I want to tell you, since I don't know any of the languages, all are same for me." So,
Let it be Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam, same.
So you come in with that much preparation. You come in with that much submission. You come in with that much alertness that I got to do a great day's work today. So I've been blessed, sir, that I can't sleepwalk through a day at work. I have to put in that thing. I work with my associate directors when they are prompting me. Much before that, I've worked on the scenes with them. I've made the pauses. I've understood the words, and I'll suddenly ask them what happened just before that. So I have to add meat. I can't take it for granted, and therefore I love it.
In Tamil, you have acted with one another top hero, that is Ajit.
Yes. Again, he was, somebody who was, it was a film with Gautam Menon. So anybody who's there's a reason for that. Never ever.
Yes.
So I always tell people, don't discuss successful people with me.
Correct.
Because, we try to pull down everybody. That's, it's a lovely pastime, It can be anything, not just film actors. Steve Jobs, you heard of him? His problem was, what do you mean his problem was?
If he reaches that height, means there should be something.
There is something, sir. Nobody does a favor by putting people up.
Correct.
They have done something. So that is true of all the amazing people that I've worked with. And not just, I'm not just talking of, and I can individually see, I'll tell you an amazing memory with Ajit. It was years back. And I was shooting recently with Tabu for a film with Vishal Bharadwaj. We got chatting and I said, "Tabu, do you remember?" So we were doing a film with Casey Bokadia, Tabu and I, and we were shooting at, here there used to be this bungalow, Kushaldas Garden.
Kushaldas Garden.
I think now
it is not existing.
It's not existing,
Yes,
okay?
yes.
That bungalow was there, right? So we were shooting for that film there, and Ajit came down to meet her. And this was, I think, 97 or 96. And she introduced me. She says, "Ajit does some wonderful work." And I said, that time I had not seen, and I said hello. And that evening he invited us to watch his film Wali.
Oh.
He had a double role in that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Directed by S.J. Surya.
Okay, yeah. So I went and watched Wali, and it was a private screening. I was blown.
Extraordinary film.
It was an extraordinary film. So I was chatting with Tabu only last month. I said, I first met Ajit then, and of course later on I got to do with. Just to also share with you, sir, this month they had offered me a role with Ajit, but 2 days, their 2 critical days I could not give because they were offered.
Bonnie Kapoor's film,
I don't know, sir. Something is being shot now.
Yes.
Okay, but I had 2 days overlapping with another Hindi project of mine.
Oh.
That is with Rana Daggubati.
Oh.
So I could not say, so I missed doing that film otherwise. But yes, so amazing, and I remember that time he used to share with me that he loved to, of course, drive and also fly, I think he was interested in some sort of flight thing, and of course, bike thing was also
he is
there.
very fond in driving everything. Bike or car or aircraft, everything.
Yeah, aircraft. That was very interesting. And some toy things he used to fly, and I remember that conversation with him years back. So I have very non-film conversations with people. So with Venkatesh Garu also, whenever I get to meet him, we chat. We don't talk films. We talk about life, and so I've had amazing. Venkatesh Garu is another person with whom I've learned a lot. He introduced me to Advait. He spoke to me about it, and So we are right now doing a project together, and we got back into the conversation. So yeah, I'm very, very blessed. I'm really blessed that I meet some amazing people in my life.
You have moved with a lot of heroes and have a lot of interactions with the heroes. Do you have opportunity to have interaction with the heroines like that?
Never had it.
In South, your another good friend is Arjun.
Again, somebody who loves food, very good with body. So with him, I have spent a lot of time.
Yes.
You know, I've gone to his house and he's given me some. So it's a bit like, what do you do with what you have, rather than waiting for something to do something? So therefore, I never look at life as that life is unfair, because life never said it's going to be fair.
பரபரப்பான சினிமா செய்திகள், நட்சத்திரங்களின் பேட்டிகள், சினிமா வரலாறு ஆகியவற்றை பார்க்கவும் படிக்கவும் உங்களுக்கான இணையதளம் tourandtalkies.co.